Hey guys, welcome back to Smart Wallet and Me, where financial wisdom really matters. In this video, I'm going to be talking about forced forever stocks that you need to hold on to, regardless if the market is going up or down. Stocks across multiple hard-hit industries such as retail, restaurants, and energy have cut or suspended their dividends substantially in 2020, with more likely to follow if the US economy continues to hit this recession wall and if we head into a deeper recession. So these are my 4 picks that I believe that will be doing very well when the economy is going down. My first stock pick would be LMT, or Lockheed Martin Corporation. As many of you may know, Lockheed Martin is the world's largest defense company. Its largest customer is the US Department of Defense, which represents approximately 60% of its revenue. And its other customers include international government agencies as well as other agencies within the US government. Lockheed Martin had nearly $60 billion in revenue last year in 2019, and the stock has a market capitalization of $103 billion. We can see from Seeking Alpha that this stock has performed a negative 5.64% over the last 1 year. And the company consists of 4 business segments. The largest segment is aeronautics, which represents approximately 41% of the company's sales and consists of military aircraft like F-35s, F-22s, F-16s, and C-130s. This stock is actually one of the indicators to show whether the country is going to head into another war based on the amount of progress and the amount of investments that the US government is making into this company. So right now, this stock is trading at $350.13, and their dividend payout right now is 2.95% yield with an 18 years of dividend growth and a 5-year growth rate of 10.39% and a payout ratio of 42.44%. And they pay out on an annual basis $10.40. Their quarterly payout is $2.60. For the second quarter, net sales increased by 11% to $16.2 billion, while earnings per share rose 16% year over year. All 4 of its business segments increased net sales in the quarter. The aeronautics segment increased net sales 16% due to increased production of the F-35, combined with higher development, sustainment, and classified contracts. Going forward, there remains ample opportunity for future growth in this stock, as Lockheed Martin ended the most recent quarter with a backlog of approximately $150 billion. The company also upped its revenue and earnings forecast for the remainder of 2020, reflecting the positive momentum it has enjoyed to begin the year. So this is one of my top stocks to go to when it comes to dividend investments. I know the yield is not that high at 2.95%, but the payout ratio and the fact that it's been growing 10.39% and has been growing for 18 years gives me a very solid indication that this stock is going to keep growing its dividends rather than bringing it down compared to other stocks in the industry or even in the entire economy. So my next top pick for number 2 is Colgate-Palmolive Company, or the ticker symbol CL. And the stock is currently trading at $78.89, and it has a 1-year performance of a positive 12.88%. You may not have heard of this company, but in actuality, they produce some of the most widely held household items in the country and even in the world. Colgate-Palmolive was founded all the way back in 1806. Today, it is a consumer staple giant that sells its products in over 200 countries around the world. It operates in 4 core categories: oral care, personal care, home care, and pet nutrition. And the company's most recognizable brands include Colgate, Palmolive, Soft Soap, Ajax, and Hills, among others. Colgate-Palmolive dominates the toothpaste market with the number 1 global position. Colgate holds a 40% share in the global toothpaste market. The company has paid uninterrupted dividends since 1895. It has increased its dividend for 58 consecutive years. Even though Seeking Alpha says 57, it's actually 58 consecutive years. It has a dividend yield of 2.3% with a 5-year growth rate of 3.79% and a high payout ratio of 59%. I'm not going to be concerned about that payout ratio if they've been consistently paying these dividends over the years. So I think that they're positioned very well to be able to pay out this dividend every single quarter. And the quarterly payment is 44 cents per share with the annual payout of $1.76. This company, obviously, as you may be well aware of, sells products like toothpaste, soap, and pet food, which consumers still need even when the economy enters a rock bottom or a downturn or a recession. For example, Colgate-Palmolive actually grew its earnings per share by 28% from 2007 to 2010, which included the Great Recession years. Colgate-Palmolive's financial results have actually improved to start 2020, as the pandemic has caused consumers to stockpile their pantries with staple products again. So this is going to boost the stock higher. As you can see, the stock went up to $2.22 or 2.9% so far today, and it looks like maybe this company will be growing even further from where it is right now. It may not grow in capitalization very high compared to other companies would, but if you want a consistent payout and if you want something that's more stable, then this is my go-to stock. My third pick would be Coca-Cola Company. Obviously everybody knows Coca-Cola. It is a very well-known company. I don't have to say much about this company because you guys already know what Coca-Cola is. But just to reiterate, Coca-Cola's dividend payout is extremely safe even in severe recessions, largely due to the company's brand portfolio. Coca-Cola products are consumed every day by millions of people. Whether the economy is going up or down, people still consume these things. They're staples that everybody uses all the time. Coca-Cola's large and diversified product portfolio, it has about 20 brands that each collect at least $1 billion in annual revenue, provided with steady demand each year. Even in 2020, a highly challenging environment, Coca-Cola continued to report steady results. Adjusted earnings per share declined just 2%, and their stock has gone down 10% over this 1 year, but their dividends have continued to grow year over year for the last approximate 58 years. And they have a 5-year growth rate of 5.57%, and their payout ratio is 86.74%. And that is also concerning, like the other stock that I mentioned earlier. But since they have been consistently paying this, I'm comfortable. As long as the company is comfortable paying this for all these years, I'm not going to worry that they're going to be able to pay this or not. Their dividend yield currently is 3.42% with an annual payout of $1.64 on a quarterly basis. But Coca-Cola acquired Costa in a $4.9 billion acquisition, which gave it instant exposure to coffee, a growth market. And Coca-Cola stated at the time of the acquisition that the global coffee market was growing at 6% per year. So this lines very well with this 5.57% growth rate. And Costa has operations in more than 30 countries around the world. My fourth dividend growth stock that I would pick is no other than Johnson & Johnson. We all have heard of Johnson & Johnson. They're a very well-known company. Their stock over the last 1 year has actually increased 6.25%. It has increased its dividend each year, even during recessions, like all the other stocks have. And they have grown for 58 years, putting them in a very small category of dividend king stocks with a 5-year growth rate of 6.32% and a payout ratio of 50.45%. And this number is more comforting for me because it's a smaller amount. It gives the company enough room for them to be able to buy shares or invest back into their own company. And they have a dividend yield of 2.94% with an annual payout of $4.04. Earnings per share grew by 10% in 2008 and 1% in 2009 during the Great Recession. The company's resilience stems from the fact that as the healthcare manufacturer, its customers cannot stop purchasing their products even in a recession. Whether the stock market is going up or down, people are still going to be buying Johnson & Johnson products no matter what happens. Investors can expect the company to continue growing its dividend each year because of its global competitive advantage, such as its massive research and development. Johnson & Johnson's research and development totaled $11.4 billion last year, the 10th highest sum in the world. The result of its high annual R&D investment is that Johnson & Johnson has a large portfolio of industry-leading brands. In fact, Johnson & Johnson has 26 individual platforms or products that each generate over 1 billion in sales annually. Approximately 25% of the company's sales come from products that were launched in the last 5 years alone, which demonstrates that the effectiveness of their research has grown its revenues. The company has continued to perform well in 2020, even with the coronavirus pandemic wreaking havoc on the global economy. Johnson & Johnson announced third quarter earnings results on October 13th, which showed 2% operational sales growth along with a 3.8% adjusted earnings per share growth. Pharmaceutical segment continued to perform well with sales growing 5%, while consumer sales grew 1.3% for the most recent quarter. And the company possesses a credit rating of AAA, making it only one of 2 US companies to hold the highest credit rating from S&P. The other company that is able to hold this AAA rating from S&P is Microsoft. So guys, these are my top 4 picks for dividend stocks. These are very strong companies. Some of them are actually dividend king stocks, and these are safe havens. If you want to pick a stock that is safe, consistent, paying out their dividends on a year-over-year basis for the last 58 years or so, then these are the companies that you want to invest in. They're not going anywhere. They're staples in the economy, in the world. This is something that I would put my money in, and actually have some of these stocks myself personally. I don't think these stocks are going anywhere anytime soon. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are. If you guys agree with my consensus, what are your thoughts about this? Please leave your comments down below. And also, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.